Okay, welcome back. What I want to look at today is terminating conductors, okay? And this is my main concern here, understanding the principles, practices, and legislations for the termination and connection of conductors, cables, and cords in electrical systems. Now again, we're looking at Unit 306, and again, we're looking at the references to 2357 and 5357, okay? Now please note that this is your new point of reference 5357, but the information is still the same. The knowledge required is still the same. It has not changed, okay? And here we have session 1, why do we need to isolate? Now again, I'm not going to take too long on this because you've done quite a lot of this already yourselves. And at level 3, this should not be an issue for you, okay? Unit 306. This unit is designed to enable learners to understand and interpret the principles, practices, and legislation associated with the termination and connection of conductors, cables, and cords in electrotechnical systems. There are 3 learning outcomes to this unit. The learner will be able to one, understand the principles, regulatory requirements, and procedures for completing the safe isolation of electrical circuits and complete electrical installations. 2. Understand the regulatory requirements and procedures for terminating and connecting conductors, cables, and flexible cords in electrical wiring systems and equipment. 3. Understand the procedures and applications of different methods of terminating and connecting conductors, cables, and flexible cords in electrical wiring systems and equipment. Okay. Now, that may sound a bit repetitive, but what it does is try to remind you that they're interconnected. One goes with the other, okay? And here we have understand the principles, regulatory requirements, and procedures for completing safe isolation of electrical circuits and complete electrical installations. Okay. Now I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking to you on this. All I'm going to do is to show you one or two elements that's why we need to isolate. Here is showing you the graphical injuries that can be ascertained to individuals who have not properly followed the isolation procedure. Now this is for you to read. I am not going to read this out to you. You're level 3 guys. That's for you now to ascertain and to read for yourselves. Some of you now are big men now, so some of you may even have kids. So this is now for you to follow and apply for yourselves. And again, please remember the Health and Safety at Work Act 1974. And again, here we have the Management of Health and Safety at Work Regulations 1999. Okay. These are things and acts you need to be familiar with. You have to know this. It will appear in your assessment, online test, etc. or in your written work. Get it done. The Electricity at Work Regulations, and these are regulations 12, 13, 14, 16 now, Make sure you're up to date with this in regards to the IE regulations. It is your job to know. Find out, do your own research. Make it your business to be sure you know what the specifications are as regards to the IE regulations 18th edition. And please be aware that there could be further amendments to the 18th edition as time goes on. Safe isolation again here, simply telling you what it is and how it is defined. Be familiar with it. It is your responsibility and it is your job to know. And here we are looking at simply thinking about others before you even begin to isolate. There are procedures which must be undertaken. Make sure you know those procedures and you follow those procedures. Get it done. Customer clients, be sure that you are making yourself aware and know what the client wants and requires. Make sure you're not turning off power which the client might actually need for his own safety and the safety of others. So make sure you follow those procedures, you implement them, and you're covered by the client's consent, and that should be signed for basically on every occasion wherever possible. Public awareness, get that into mind, and safety. Okay. Building systems, be aware of those. The IE regulations sets down rules and regulations for this specifically. Electric shock. Okay, you've covered some of this already. I don't need to take too long on this. Level of current you can feel, etc. Make sure you're familiar with this yourselves. Okay, let me just go in closer so that you can see it for yourselves. Okay. Okay. Sensation effect, let go levels. Okay, these telling you what those let go levels are or may be. Now remember, electricity affects each individual slightly differently, so you have to allow for that and take that into account. Okay. Okay, hold on level. Okay, that's the point where you are unable to let go. Okay. Okay. Make sure you can read this and bring that section in and bring it back so you can see it in full. Okay. Okay, you've seen this before. Okay, don't ignore it. Okay. Okay, now answer the questions for me, please. Okay, answer the questions. Do not ignore it. Multi-choice questions, answer them. This gives you the practice you need when you come to your online testing. Okay. Make sure you can read the questions. Okay, in full. Okay. 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 Right. Thank you for that. I hope you found this useful. Okay. And have a good day. Bye bye.